Welcome back to the Analog Man podcast. I'm Wolfhound, and we're going to do more of The Warning. Without warning, you've been warned. These girls can absolutely rock, and I just kind of went down a little journey. I went back to kind of, I don't know if it's their origin. They might have some stuff before it, but it's very early in their semblance of a band, doing Enter Sandman from Metallica, kind of like their humble beginnings in their garage, or like it was like a small room. I think they call it the cave. I think that's what you guys were saying. But yeah, these girls just unbelievable. So now that we heard the Choke music video and we heard Choke live, and then we've heard Enter Sandman, kind of the origin. Now we're gonna do live. Now remember, these are all comments and people requesting, and so I'm trying to go with kind of the consensus. Now I was gonna do back to back to back in one video, but though that's kind of long for people to sit through, and maybe I'm not that entertaining. So better for me to do them back to back, but like one video after another. Plus, before I even had that idea from the folks in the comment section, I'd already finished the first video, so my ending wouldn't have made sense. This one's going to be live at CDMX, which is Mexico City, and that's how I know that. But that's kind of cool that I learned something new. Thank you for you guys that explained that to me. I'm going to do this Enter Sandman. I'm not going to talk too much in the beginning. We'll talk about it after, but really excited to hear it because I have not heard it yet. Again, you know me. I don't really do the good research. If you guys have been following me, you kind of understand that. You probably laugh at that. Here we go. It's not my screen. The video is all black. You could see the lights back there. This is a very different start to the Enter Sandman that I know, but I have heard some covers before. Like there's like the Weezer did a cover, and I think Mighty Mighty Bosstones did a cover. It was kind of cool. And then I think Motorhead did like traditional, Metallica covers, but I don't really know. Most of the covers just kind of mimicked the original. It was a cover. So let's hear how The Warning, this is like 10 years later. So when they did the first one, it was a cover. Let's hear this. An orchestra. Confused. Okay, never mind.
Take my hand, take my hand. Say your prayers, little one, don't forget my son. Do it.
Should I even stop this? I don't think so. I'm just gonna keep going. Sorry.
Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Hush, little baby, don't say a word, and never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Till I am tonight. Take my hand. We're up to never, never end. We're up to never, never end.
Bro. Oh, this was going to be fun to talk about. Super fun to talk about. Wow, man, these girls are freaking awesome. Okay. First of all, sorry. I always do that. I hit my mic. Before I go into the react, just check this thing out. This thing came today. Wifey loves me. Cool, right? Not as cool as this band, The Warning. So the girl's name, DPA, that's gonna help me remember it. So Danny, Pau, and is it Ali or Ale, or I think it's Ali. Please help me with that because I still don't know that. I haven't watched the documentaries and all that. I'm still kind of going along in a million words in the description, but that's cool. That's cool. So, all right, let me unpack what I just heard. First of all, the orchestra in the background. Now, I think Metallica has probably done something with more like orchestra and stuff in the back. I don't know if the original had that. I can't remember. But so here's what I'm thinking in my head. And come along with me for this. If you think I'm crazy or if you just think I'm just talking out of my, woohoo, maybe I am. But what I was thinking is like, imagine if, okay, so now this is 10 years later. They're already great to begin with. I just watched Choke and I know they're a really good rock band. Like that's what I saw the first song, right? So they're seasoned in my mind. They're capable. So now this is 10 years later. They played this song probably thousands of times and messed around with it and stuff like that. But super young and their minds are creative, right? They're in that young age where they're just experimenting on everything. So here's what I'm thinking. Imagine you took Metallica like at their age and their talent. Imagine you took these girls, right? At the same age they are now and you are like a songwriter and you just said, here's a song, here's the lyrics, and you gave it to the two bands, right? And what they produced off of those songs, like how they're playing the song now, this is not a cover by all stretch of the man. This is a tribute, but beyond a tribute, it's a different song. Because did you hear like everything that was different? I'm not a huge music like guru, but I did hear like they just mastered a crescendo for sure. Because the original song, it's kind of like that, kind of the chorus crescendo is more than once, right, through the song. But this one, they kind of held this like build up until the end, and there was a feminine like aspect to it, but it was still hard rock as well. So it's a very different song in my like it sounds completely different even though the words are the same. And that's kind of what I got from this song. It's like, whoa, these girls are masters on that level. And this song helps. Sometimes people don't like to hear covers; they just want to hear an original song. And I think Choke was original; it was a great song. But sometimes when you hear a cover or a tribute, that kind of gives you an understanding of who the band is and like maybe how they're different than other bands. But that was beautiful music, and Danny can sing. She has a beautiful voice. But beyond the voice, and I think the other girls can sing too, but I haven't heard like where they're the lead vocalist in a song. But besides just singing, her stage presence and like the way she opens her eyes and like that's kind of like a hard rock lead singer expression that she's captured, in the female essence, but there's some masculinity in it as well. Wow, that was really cool. Very good recommendation. I'm glad I did the first, when they're young kids and they're learning. It was like School of Rock on steroids. I mean, because it was like the movie School of Rock, but they were like at the end where Jack Black already like had them rocking. And that's where they were like when they started. Um, but yeah, to see the growth and the maturity and everything. I guess this was a big concert in Mexico City. I don't know if that is their biggest concert. Someone let me know what their biggest concert or the numbers. Again, I use only the comment section, so I'm not gonna do Wikipedia and stuff. That's why I might get a lot wrong. But my journeys are analog journeys, and the reason why I do that is, and I get a little bit of hate. Dudes, do some research, or you should do some basic research, and that's okay. The reason why I do that is because for me, it's a little bit of a teaching point about something we kind of lost, which is a little bit of mistakes, a little bit of forgiveness, a little bit of empathy for not knowing everything, right? We didn't all grow up with AI and chat GPT and think we have the answers, because, like having answers with no experience can be dangerous. And so I like to do an analog approach where you're learning from people and perspectives, and everybody's still human and contributing. And that kind of builds a knowledge base that's more human, more in touch with each other, instead of just like everything chat GPT. Oh, they got the answers. I could easily just go into chat GPT and put all these questions, but I'd rather hear from you in the comment section, right? And I hope you'd rather have that type of relationship with the Analog Man podcast. So far, it seems like yes, and I'll tell you, the warning is crushing everybody in the comment section and the subscribers. Like it's not even close. Like, I mean, I've got a few other bands that do well or music I've covered, but the great thing is I'm really enjoying this music. I'm not saying I don't enjoy some of the other music, but I'm saying like this is a cool journey already. And like I said before, I have girls, so I just love to see when girls overcome and achieve. So yeah, this was really cool. What do you think about those analogies with Metallica? I don't want to compare. Obviously, Metallica is a GOAT legend type of band, um, but hey, Metallica was average 21, 20 years old. Were they at this level? I don't think so. I'd have to go back and kind of see that. I don't think so. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means, yeah, watch out. You haven't seen anything yet when it comes to these girls. I'm gonna hear that one again. It's a different version of something familiar, but in a way that I've never heard before. And like I said, even the covers I've heard still were like, okay, it's Metallica song, it's your voice. But this was what's the word? I guess not composed, but organized. I think there's a musical term, um, structured. I don't know. I know there's arranged. That's the word. This one was arranged different, but not just arranged different. It was presented different. She sang it different. She had a different, just even the way, the tone of the song, right? It was different. And I'm just wondering if, like, maybe this song did give them nightmares when they were kids, so they decided they were going to rearrange it. Maybe that's why they sing it different. But, hey, excellent job, girls. The warning. I really appreciate this recommendation. Now, there's another one that someone gave me. Uh, there's a cameo of a girl I haven't heard, and I don't know what her significance is. I might check that one out next. That might be the next one. Do one more version of that. But I kind of want to hear them sing in Spanish. And since I know the word narcissist, narciss- Narcista or something. I think that's what it is. That might be an interesting one to cover. So I think maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. So hey, really appreciate this one. What do you guys think? Am I on to the right things, or I'm just talking out of my But it's been really fun. I just thinking about those girls and how they assembled as a band, and just those correlations with my life and my girls. And like I said, I think obviously I don't know the full amount of the parents, but you can just tell that they were really involved in their life, and you have to stay involved in your kids' lives. Now, I did see a few comments that people were saying to check out Ted, and there was something Mayday or something but the Ted one seemed interesting, where I can kind of get a bigger backdrop, and I want to do that, but I just want to hear some of their music first. But also, if I do that and I react to that, will you guys like that? I don't know. So you can put in the comment section if you'd rather see me do her song in Spanish. Oh, I gotta stop doing that. If you'd rather see her song in Spanish, or if you want to see me do a reaction to the TEDx, I can go either direction right now. But I kind of, prefer to hear some music first before I kind of get all the details about the band. And I also like for you guys to keep, explaining a lot of this to me. But at some point, I'm definitely going to do that or the other. So let me know in the comment section. When I release my videos, I premiere them, and there was always I'm live in the chat on the premiere, so we can chat in there. Now, what I do for song recommendations, because I do get a lot of requests from all the different bands right now, and that's a good thing. The channel's growing, which I really, really I appreciate you guys for helping me with that. The way I do the request is I give priority to the Stan store. There's a way to request in there, because it takes time to do the videos and get them out. And then the second priority is in the premieres and when the live chat is going. If you're in the chat and you get in there, you either do the top super chat, or if there's no super chat and there's only one person that makes a request, I usually screenshot that and kind of use that as like maybe my next one. So it's not always like you have to pay something to get it. And then if that's not it, then I get into the comment section and I kind of look at what everybody's consensus is on, like what direction we should go here. So a little give and take there, because the Wolfhound's putting in some time. I'm a one-man show in this studio, which includes my cool thumbnails and my titles and my mistaken titles, and so I take responsibility for that. And then also all the input into YouTube. It's just, trust me, it's not so quick. There's a lot of stuff you got to do, but I like doing it, especially if it's a band like this. And obviously I get recommendations for good music. I think I've said before, like nobody just goes, "Hey, can you cover this terrible song?" Usually the music's at kind of a high level already, but when it's at a higher level like this, it's even more fun to cover the song. So we're going to be covering a lot more Warning on this show for sure, and I'm probably going to go down this rabbit hole for quite some time. The question is, will I ever get out? We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Today was a pretty calm day. I went and got some free stuff. Well, my wife got some free stuff. It was one of those Facebook, hey, we don't need this thing. And sometimes that's good. And like my wife, she really likes to get the free stuff, but it's like, I ask her sometimes, like, well, if it wasn't free, would you go and would you actually buy this? Like, would you want this in the house? And she's like, no. I was like, nah, maybe free's not good sometimes. So, but the Analog Man podcast is free and it's good all the time. And I'm the Wolfhound. And if you could like, share, and subscribe, oh, please don't forget to subscribe. I didn't even ask that, right? Subscribe on the way out. Help me boost those subs to help get more music. And like I said, TWA kicking butt in the comment section, kicking butt on subscribers. So yeah, they get the priority. The Warning gets the priority. Sorry for my other subscribers. I mean, these girls kick butt, and so do their fans. So I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm Wolfhound, and I'm off to Never Never Land.